Well, howdy, howdy. Welcome back to BrainBooBooBrod. I don't think that I actually went into detail about my injury too much on that first video, which was, first attempt. So you can't imagine that the first attempt by somebody doing something they've never done before and don't know how to do is going to be very good. But trying to wrap this up a little bit quicker than the one yesterday because nobody's going to actually watch a 6-minute movie. But backstory of mine and proving that I'm not making this up. May 21st of 2023, had a severe TBI because some hair in my mouth. I'm not going to edit this because I don't really care. I got long hair. I'll tell you why I have long hair. May 21st, 2023, motorcycle accident. It caused a double skull fracture on kind of both sides of my head. Broken collarbone, multiple fractured lungs, of which a few of them punctured my right lung. I was in a coma for 20-something days. For some reason I don't remember. Was brought out of the coma. Don't know what day it was, but my sister informed a lot of people that when I first gained consciousness, the best way for her to have described the situation was the lights were on, there was just nobody home. And from that, went to the Craig Hospital where my recovery started, and here we are almost 2 years later and my recovery is still going on. So if you are somebody that has had a TBI, I want to let you know, yeah, it fucking sucks. Yep. There are days in the sun and there are days in the dark. And it's the days in the sun that make the days in the dark tolerable, because you know that eventually, like my sweatshirt says, this too shall pass. So I want to let you know that, yeah, it's a long road. And I'm still in speech therapy almost 2 years out because I still have so many hiccups. I have aphasia, where the wrong words will come out, and multiple other speech hiccups where I'm currently kind of going through some pictures that are related to kind of what I do in the construction industry. And my speech therapist will be showing me pictures of tools that I have multiple of that I utilize on near a daily basis in my 4 to 6 hour work days before I get exhausted. And I can't even tell you what the name is. She'll have to give me the first letters. So yeah, it's a bummer. And I remember when I was at the Craig Hospital, I had on my stomach, I still had the feeding tube, because apparently when you're kind of in a coma, there's no ability to really eat normally. So I had a feeding tube. And I think the funniest story that, my dad has a lot of funny stories about when I was in the hospital. And one of them was, like I said, double skull fracture, broken collarbone, multiple broken ribs, punctured lung, wasn't breathing very good. I also had a blood clot go to my working lung. And then my dad said on day 2 or whatever, when I was taking my long nap, the nurses had to shave my head, hence why I'm growing my hair back out, because I've always been donating my hair to a charity called Children with Hair Loss. And nobody's sponsoring me doing this. This is just me doing stuff. Nobody, yada, yada. So he said the funniest thing was when the nurses were shaving my head, they found a wood tick on the back of my head. So that was just the cherry on top of everything. So moving forward from that, just wanted to give you a little backstory of everything. Kind of had to learn how to walk again, didn't have balance. I used to get super dizzy, and I still kind of get dizzy. So one of the tips that I'm gonna give you is don't give up. You got bucked off the horse in the dirt. You got 2 options: continue laying down or get up, start swiping the dust off of you, and keep punching forward, because like the sweatshirt says, this too shall pass. It's just a long road, and you got to just have faith that you're going to get through it, because I'll get into this a little bit later and what's it like, and like moving forward with it. I now wear a bracelet that says seizures in case anybody ever finds me again. So one of the little tips that I'm going to give you is food. I got this book that, I read like a first grader still. So I got this book from, can't remember who even gave me. It's How to Feed the Brain. And it's written by a guy that also had a really bad brain boo-boo. So highly recommend family members or person who had the brain dent, get this book. So just wanted to let you know, I know what you're going through, or your family member is going through, to the 4 people that might ever watch these videos. And I'm going to keep giving you some tips and whatnot, and try to make my videos not 7 minutes long. And my new favorite piece of clothing is this sweatshirt from Raise the Standard. The back of it says this. I don't know if it's actually showing it, but hopefully you can read it. And this sweatshirt meant this sweatshirt meant the world to me, because I got it from my sister, because it's literally kind of my story. It's just, life is worth fighting for. So thanks for watching this one, and I'll keep trying to upload more for the 4 people that'll ever watch these, which I'm sure the majority of them are all just friends. So talk to you soon. Yeah, I kind of forgot something on that last one. See, forgetful. Whatever you're supposed to say after you submit one of these doodads. Subscribe if you like the videos, and ask any questions if you have any, and let me know if there's anything you'd like me to talk about, to the 2 people that are ever going to watch these.